Okay, we're all set.
All right, welcome to the Hamlin Conservation Advisory Board meeting. The exits are on either end of the building, with the handicap being on the left-hand side, and the AED is directly across from our door. Cheryl, please call the roll.
Janine Fox. Ron Westcott.
Here.
Steve Rutherford.
Here.
Mary Whipple. Here. Louis Domingos.
Here. All right, thank you. First up is, everybody had a copy of the minutes, and are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes from the August 26th meeting.
All right, motion's been made that we accept the minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded that we accept the minutes as presented. Cheryl, please move forward.
Ron Westcott.
Excuse myself, I missed that meeting.
Janine Fox.
Yes.
Steve Rutherford.
Yes.
Mary Whipple. Yes. Louis Domingos.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we'll move right into our reports. And Janine, what do you have for us from the planning board?
And it was a very long meeting.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tuesday, September 3rd, planning board meeting. There were several public hearings. The first one was for Megan Piper, 471 Hamlin Center Road. She was seeking an amended site plan approval. So they opened up the, and she wants to, approval for lot 3, of the subdivision located for 71 Hamlin Center. An updated site plan map was requested to go to new dwelling. Some of the things were considered, maybe the driveway. The planning board chairman opened the public hearing. There was no one present wishing to speak. Conservation board had no issues. Engineer said that all his engineering concerns were addressed. It is an unlisted option under seeker, so that would be under the declaration. And motion is made to approve the application, seeking the amended site plan. The second public hearing was for Madeline Young of 4059 Brick Schoolhouse Road. She was seeking site plan approval and a bylaw re-signing to build a new home. To speak. The engineer noted that there are 2 site plans. One was dated 1996 and one was dated 2007, but there didn't appear to be any changes. The lawyer recommended that it be as unlisted negative information secret. There was a few things that had to be addressed by the manager. There were concerns probably by a school board member. So it was moved and the application was approved. The public hearing for Teresa Randazzo of 984 Chase Road, Minnesota subdivision. This is in the RVL zone. The original plans had shown a barn on the property, but the barn was going to be taken off of it at this point because there were some things had to deal with the barn overlay. We did open the public hearing. No one was present wishing to speak. All of the engineers comments were addressed. Some listed seeker negative declaration. So the application for Teresa Randazzo, seeking preliminary and final single lot subdivision to build a home there. Teresa Randazzo, because she did need conservation development permit for that property. Because of its location next to the 100-year flood zone. And that was the conservation corridor development that was granted. In section 3, this was a large piece of property that's been developed in stages. This is section 3. The first section of this development was off Hamlin Park and Town Line Road, and several houses have already been built in there. They've been there for quite a while. The third section will have larger lots, be low impact and individual sanitary pumps, typical sanitary sewers and supply. So, chairperson opened the public hearing, and there will be, well, there was one person there to speak, but it is a person who lives in the other section of this particular development. He was representing the homeowners association for that section. And we had a lot of concerns. There's a pond in that section, and he said that the pond levels are rising as a result of the rain. And the water seems to drain slower from the ponds. The ditches appear to be not maintained regularly. They weren't sure whether the homeowners are responsible for that, or the town responsible. So there was some unanswered questions there. And should engineer evaluate as the wetlands grow because of the left clearing of the ditches. There was a person who pushed across the street. He said that we can't relocate it. It's not allowed to do. It can be a private road. Issues at this time because it's hard to get back in and actually look at them. There are a lot of federal and state wetlands back in there. Changed. You can go on the wetland map or online. And it has been changed recently, so it's not clear which wetlands back there are the jurisdiction of the state, which is much stricter than federal wetlands. So there's some controversy at this point, or not controversy. Then we can resolve which boundaries of which wetlands are state, which are federal.
Can you get me the boundaries of where that is supposed to be? And I will see if Star can look that up on the GIS system.
Okay, I'm not sure.
And this is what we're supposed to do with our GIS system.
We already looked at our GIS system.
Because you're doing an updated GIS, right?
Yeah. And I give me a chance to see if this works.
You can check the show and really,
Okay.
how you exactly figure out where it is. I mean, we got the map. Well, that goes into the GIS. I don't think there's like check off Betty Pine section 3. There's a large piece of property that has one section been developed, as I said.
It's Long Meadow subdivision.
And then this is, and that access to that is off of, online. And this one is coming in from Lake Road. And the lots are very large. It said one is like maybe 10 acres, one's 5 acres. So they're,
Wow.
He's gonna move there, Tanya is gonna move there. He's also gonna build a house there.
Where?
Tom Meadow,
There's
the builder, do you know him?
No.
Yeah.
there's your access from there.
Also, Tom Meadow, he did a lot of development along the lake. But he's gonna move into that tract,
Oh.
He lives in Hilton now, and then his son is also gonna build a new house.
Okay.
So they have 2 extra lots to develop.
Steve, the address is 1931 Lake Road, Hinton.
I don't know how many acres it is, but so it's 18 acres.
Yeah.
18 acres?
18.01 acres.
There's just a little right of way, like one lot wide coming up on Route
And
19.
you can see this is where they go.
Okay.
Oops. And then this is the other part of the development down here off in front. This is fine.
Right.
But there are a lot of wetlands, and they talk to.
Yeah.
They were talking about bridges too, with Schultz Engineering and also in other
Really?
areas, build bridges over the wetland. So
Oh,
don't
just
touch the wetland.
So there's, anyway, the whole thing was, tabled. So it's on. There will be another public hearing for preliminary and final single lot subdivision from Morgan and Andrew Honan at Moody Ketchum Road. There was a road, single family road, that's in the RBL district. And, I looked at that. So we opened up the public hearing, and there's some people that wish to speak, and the people that wish to speak were concerned about where the line is gonna be placed, because the applicants want to have a long driveway and put a high profile. And everybody else on that road is kind of at the same distance from the road. So one woman was commenting, I go in my backyard, I'm gonna be looking at this house because they're farther back. And it was concerned, and he was listening to what the other say, there were 2 different conversations, either side of this property that was concerned about. Not to put it wherever they want.
Exactly.
But,
And I did, Chris Schreier, the planning board chairperson, was in the office today, and we went on your map, and most of the property in between the lots here, the one girl who was voicing her opinion was here, and then her mother's next door. That property is almost always.
Yeah, natural barrier in that.
She does have a natural barrier. There are 2 spots. We try to draw a line from where the back of the house is. And I don't think it's gonna be an issue, but I think they are gonna ask to plant arborvitae.
so, there's a listed, it's an unlisted secret. And they did, approve that. And they did, they did not approve final. And this will be scheduled for final next month. And the engineer said he would speak to the applicants and see if they would be willing to move the house, which is, kind of nice, they don't, we don't have to. Thinking that we, privacy fencing or privacy arborvitae or whatever, but he said other agenda items, Dorothy Butcher at 5774 West Watoma, wants to replace components of 2 existing decks on the front side, the waterfront of the property, shoreline residential zoning district. It's in the Elder European, it is in the C5. There were no engineering issues, it is a type 2 seeker, which was approved by the board, and they did grant the conservation corridor development permit. There's a conservation corridor development permit for Pinecrest Associates, 7616 Maple Drive. Patricia Shaheen, owner of Pine Crest Associates, was seeking a conservation board of development permit to add a deck with a wheelchair lift in the other side yard. And since this is less than 100 feet from Lake Ontario, we need a conservation development permit. We already mentioned that it's not under their jurisdiction. There were no engineering issues, no legal issues, and that was it. And, oh yeah, it was a type 2 C. And it was, that was everything on the agenda, under discussion, and it's kind of old news now. The town council person, Phil Over mentioned the public hearing on September 9th for the proposal to place a moratorium on any commercial solar facilities for 1 year, with an option to review for another year. That was
Wow,
it was a lot.
you were busy.
Yeah, it was a lot to.
All right. I attended the Fish Advisory Board. Not much happening. However, I will be representing Monroe County, going to at least 2 events. The one I know for sure right now is in Suffern, New York, and we're kind of required to go to that one. The other one is like in late February to Pennsylvania, but it's not to the great outdoor show that we usually attend because we just can't find people enough to go for 10 days to a meeting. So, but I think the other one's down near Mass, or down next to Lancaster. There's another one that's in Massachusetts, and another one to the Cleveland Boat Show. And they're all in late February. The new brochure is online. Encourage you to get on it, see if there's anything that you can spot that else we need to change. I think we have all the captains' information updated, and all the boat ramps is another thing that they included this year. So, and I'm not sure if that includes all the kayak ramps or not, but I'm pretty sure it does. Switching from that to the EMC meeting, our first meeting. It was a round table to see what people did during the summer, basically what's going on with them in their towns. Clarkson is trying to set up a farmer's market for like Saturdays, I guess, like that. And so that was pretty, I don't know what you sent out in the emails, so, but it was a reiteration of what I just got from Star O'Neill. There's 2 Great Lakes conferences coming up. The first one is the 2024 Great Lakes Coastal Symposium. It's at the Hyatt downtown. It's October 7th through the 9th. It's $275 to attend, and that includes dinner and supper for those events. And at that conference, it will be revealed that our coastal waterways will go from the unhealthy list to the healthy list. And so we are being delisted. And that's a good thing. The second one is the Great Lakes Commission annual meeting. That's from the 8th through the 10th at the Strathalon Hotel. And that's down by the George Eastman place. And that's $250 for those days. And then there is also a training coming out, land use development by Pat Gooch in October at the Monroe Community College. Again, I don't know anything about it.
That's it sends emails out on it. Did you see that email?
Okay, I'd like to go.
All the board members. If you already had your 4 credits,
I don't.
okay. And then is there a cost for that?
What's that?
Is there a cost for that?
I
Okay.
We went to one at that location and they served, they served.
yeah, we had summer, so I think it's
You wanna
like
go to that one?
$75. But I do want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can send me one to my Papa Steve account. Okay. Because Papa Steve don't know nothing now. Nobody likes Papa Steve.
I don't think my computer likes that. I think it's bouncing it. I don't know.
Yes, it's an image thing now, you know, it's better than the Lumpy.
It's like you're eating pizza or something, you know what I mean? You got pizza and
Yeah.
then lots, you know, yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to go to that, at the next meeting, which is the 3rd Wednesday, of next month. We will be, have a presenter come in from, Trout Unlimited. Guy's first name is Lance, and I can't think of his last name right off the top of my head. Oh, wait a minute. Lascari. And he's from the Seth Green Crafter Trout Unlimited, and he will be discussing a project they have going on around Irondequoit Creek. The following month will be a field trip to the RTS bus station down there to look at their electrical vehicle program and what they have going on with that. So that's all I have for that. Mr. Lescott, what you got?
I did visit 2 town board meetings since our last meeting. The first of those was pretty short, and it was cut short. They went into executive session to discuss hiring of folks for the town. The second board meeting was led with a public hearing that Janine mentioned, that it was a resolution to open a public hearing to consider the enactment of a 12-month moratorium on permits, licensing, and approval for commercial solar energy systems in the town. So really, it's just 1 year to buy some time and get our own town regulations in check. So.
We've had like 5 companies come all at
Oh,
once.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and then I think the board also said that it's for 12 months, but this
Yeah.
additional 12 months.
So once you get approved for the 12 months, and then you can cycle another 12 months.
So there was no opposition to the moratorium, but the audience was full of other board members that, I guess, announced their concerns.
Yeah.
So.
My concern, and I still have a fuzzy feeling as to what happens when these panels die. Are they gonna be replaced with new panels and then keep on going, or they gonna shut down the farm? And then are they gonna abandon it? Or is there something in place so that,
And, there's decommissioning information. Never really discussed.
Yeah, all the decommissioning and how that whole process goes.
I mean, as of now, as far as I know, there's no place in the United States where we can recycle these panels. That's what's China.
yeah,
On a slow boat. Who knows what happened then? Because I remember when the first solar farm over here on Great Road, he was asked, what's the materials inside of those? Oh, it's just like vegetable oil, he said. Well,
Fully biodegradable.
Yeah.
Yes, there's something.
that,
Well, there's also they're working on the farmland protection plan.
Right, that was
And-
part of the-
And so, you know, that needs to be finalized, so we know what area is off limits, because we're protecting the farm.
And it's certainly a big thing now with all these farms going up. We're seeing that the way that the law is written, you have to be, I believe it's 100 feet from the property lines. So it leaves a tremendous amount of space around these, but farmers are not, you're getting so much money to lease these properties for their solar. It doesn't make sense to go through a back door and go, hey, do you want to lease this for farming also? So we're losing a tremendous amount of farmland in
right,
Hamlin here. In Clarkson,
yeah.
Ogden, there's a lot of areas that are getting pretty good. Parma, I mean,
Parma,
everybody surrounding
yeah.
us is getting pretty good with it, so. But,
my son has a little one, he has a couple panels.
That's the
around
best way to do it.
in the
Perfect.
backyard, and while we were building the house this past year, we used heated electricity. Ran all of our power tools. Right now,
love the idea.
now he's figuring out
Yeah.
something on his roof.
And there's also new things coming out with solar panels, building solar shingles that you put on your roof. So if we have people have that on the roofs, then maybe we wouldn't need a whole building.
There's a new company, they're gonna, and then Tesla stopped, they said, they don't really perform that well in the Northeast. So he went somewhere else, I think it's Paradise Energy. And there's new
There's things coming out all the, there's new
Yeah, all the
information all the
time.
time.
But yeah, that's all I got. So,
Alrighty.
it was a lot, but I just condensed it into a.
Cool.
Zoning board was also a lot, but Janine covered a lot of it, so I'll go over multiple things. Greg Denny at 1634 Lake Road had a public hearing for a fence. There was one speaker in support, so that was approved. Sean Walsh, 2280 Brendan Road, wants to put a barn before they build the house. So that was approved, which ended up building the house within 3 years. Then there were a bunch of agenda items, so Valerie Burrows, 29 Post Hollow. She's replacing the pool, but they didn't have a variance in place for where the pool was originally placed, so she's just getting that up to code as she replaces the pool. Alan Snyder at 701 Drake Road, building a barn to replace carports and a garage. That was scheduled for a public hearing. Janine covered Randazzo, that was scheduled for a public hearing. Dorothy Butcher, covered that one as well, and West Virginia for the deck.
That was the one where does she want to do the barn now?
Yeah, it was for the barn.
She has a new barn.
Yeah.
This week.
Okay, so she got the approval for the house first, now she's getting the variance for the barn. Okay.
Butcher for being there for her CHOP permit to replace the decks. Like we talked about, Brendan Cullinan at 5756 West Watoma Beach Road. They want to convert the house that's there to make it lot 5, then Austin Lee at also at West Watoma Beach. That was adding a fence for dogs on our lakeside, so we need to see how for that. That was approved. And then there was a long discussion for my neighbors on 7890 Grove Drive about prescribed easements. There's like a little walkthrough off of Luco that some of the lots have access only through that. But apparently it wasn't. It's not a written easement, but that's how it. She apparently has a permit to build a fence across that road. That was permitted long ago, so she's thinking about building a fence. So there was discussion about how she should.
It ended
Is
up
this the
being-
same one that came to the town board? Yeah.
And it ended up being, the fence was on the neighbor's ground.
Yeah.
It was a neighbor's fence,
Yep.
and it wasn't at all what it was depicted to be. So now she's changed her mind. I'm sure she'll do a fence down the road, but now there's 3 people that don't have driveways.
Right, yeah.
So she's gonna put one driveway in for her and her neighbor to share. And then we have one more person to put a driveway in, and then we can,
Compare it.
So there was a compromise made with,
yes. I mean,
compromises.
there's a lot of trucks going down there, UPS.
Yeah, I think that's what his concern
Yeah,
was.
with the Amazon,
It
UPS.
might go right.
Yeah.
So that seems to be what we resolved.
That was that.
That was it.
All right, back to minutes, Janine, for our report.
Well, it's closing, the summer season is over, but, we're doing first, right, Human Beach? Okay, according to the park manager, the plans for the restoration that they're going to do in area 1, it's in the final stages of approval, so hopefully they can start that, perhaps as early as starting next spring. There was some controversy, there were some rumors spreading that they was gonna close the park, and
Well, it's because the news literally.
so I think that they've been a little bit lax on giving people the information, so there's just rumors going on, but it's a lot of restoration going on in area 1, and that's a good thing. There are currently 3 job openings for permanent positions at the park, if anybody's interested. The last day of camping this season will be Columbus Day, Monday, October 14th, and then the campground will be closed for the summer. Human Beach held an open house / meet and greet on September 18th, just to show the public how they make a difference at the park. It's a very active group. Members continue to monitor the bluebird and purple mountain maiden, and the bluebird society. They come to numerous smaller gardens, they can play something with different bottles of things and sometimes. And they come to us here, they go with the associated to take a project with ceremonies and even else that we practice and do and stuff. So these are the people that are going to
Beautiful. Can I have a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting? Oh,
Was there? No.
okay, no, we're going to, can I have a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting? Okay, it's been moved that we adjourn this portion of our
We'll
meeting,
make it second.
and then seconded. And with the same numbers present, Are there any nays? Thank you very much. So carried. And with the same people present, we'll move right into the Hamlin Waterfront Committee.
And I looked at one, at 5864 West Matoma, and, they fence on the waterside yard, and I believe it also, before the zoning board, to see how, and then
Do we have anything else to discuss? All right.
The planning board is looking for, there are two things to discuss. The first thing is, the planning board is looking for a compliance request for the planning board, compliance request from us to give to the planning board so they can let, State Park know that the Yankee Creek project is consistent. This is the Yankee Marsh Restoration Project. We got multiple pages of what they're planning to do. It's a big job. They want to, I printed some of the pages, but nowhere near all of them. The project proposes to restore and enhance a portion of Yankee Marsh.
Right.
They want to remove hybrid cattail and other invasive species, and they want to excavation of the existing potholes to increase the water depth to prevent the cattail reestablishment. So you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've looked at this a while back.
Right.
They want to put in a third pothole, establish shallow channels between the potholes, in Yankee Creek to allow a better water exchange and fish access to the potholes. And then they want to reintroduce native vegetation, which they will reintroduce via flood and or nursery stock planting.
Right.
It will include native wetland species with varying habitat preferences. And there will be a spoils disposal area in an upland area that's sort of near the entrance station to the park. Off to the east, they cleared some trees a while back when they thought they were going to put in a leach field there years ago. They didn't. For their equipment so that they're not interfering with the loop trail that goes in.
Wow. Yeah.
And then they're going to, a permanent access road between the parking lot and the Yankee Marsh will be created following the current walking road. And we need a new road. To make that area more handicap accessible.
Yeah.
To have a better road there. Because I remember when my father-in-law was there, we tried to get this loop there down this kind of a stone dust path down to the boardwalk.
Right.
And it was really hard because it wasn't really good for handicapped people. So they will leave this road when they're done. So there's a lot of things that go into this whole project, but I even printed out the, you did too.
I did.
All 44 of our policies in the LWRP, and they went one by one and said, this is not applicable, and I have to agree with pretty much whatever the things they said.
Yeah, I mean, there must have been like almost close to 300 pages in that
Yeah.
proposal,
I
so.
wasn't gonna kill any more trees.
It was, well, I hit print, and then I looked and I was, what? Oh, okay, it's okay, it's okay.
And really, but some of the more significant ones of our policies. Policy 7B says Yankee Creek Marsh as a locally significant habitat shall be protected, preserved, and where practical, restored.
Yep.
So as to maintain its viability as a habitat. That's exactly what we're doing. And then there were other, lesser things, like mining and excavation, is one of our policies, and they're talking about how this will be maybe move the, maybe move the inventory here, that's what they're gonna put over it. Public water company could be all in the road and through public access, preserve and protect tidal and freshwater wetlands and preserve the benefits derived from the area. It's a big project.
We weren't given a lot of time to respond by any means. It was like,
Well,
you guys have till next week.
Yeah, so what we're gonna, I think, what I'm gonna suggest is what we do this time, what we've done in the past. There's no time for it to go to the planning board.
Right.
No one has responded from the planning board. So if this response gets in by the 30th,
But it has to go to Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation.
yes.
So
I
we'll
think
just go,
it's by
go,
September 30th. So,
no, it said it was like October third.
oh, was it, what was September 30th?
Not sure. I knew it was pretty soon.
Then
But it kind of gave us the stipulation of, if you don't respond,
we're gonna
That's
do,
true. We know, we always do like to respond.
Yep.
Steve likes to respond.
Yep,
We
yep.
just take this over and Steve makes a statement.
Yep.
And we at least show them.
I think that's pretty much what,
You know,
what Chris was saying in that email too, just the,
The conservation concurs with the current policies and stipulations as presented. And you have our blessing.
and I thought it was interesting that also there was a letter just from this past Monday, September 16th, a week ago, from the Department of State, which we're under the Department of State, and they want additional information. So, you know, it's still, it's an ongoing, they had 4 different bullet points that they said, please provide this, 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 and this. So, there's a question. But I thought the whole thing was dated September 3rd, and they said we had 30 days to respond.
You want me to draft a letter, or are you gonna draft a letter?
I mean, I
But
would
we should,
like to.
but we should
draft
also
it,
send
but
a copy to the planning board. So
I will.
You know how to say them better than I did.
We'll just find one we did before and I'll just copy it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
But
You
in,
got my
but
signature?
in the past, we usually send it to,
Stop it.
in the past, we would send it to the Department of State. And this one needs to go to,
Is it Parks, Historic
our
Parks?
studio, Office of Parks and Recreation, Historic Preservation.
I'll send it to multiple people that we.
But you can send it to both,
Mhm.
both down and like DOS.
And then I'll also send it to the planning board.
Papa Steve.
Yeah. I agree and concur.
I've already deleted the other account, so.
I've deleted my other account, so it's like,
See, we're on the same-
I'm in the dark.
So anyway, there's 2 big projects that are gonna be going on, and I just made a quick, no permanent impacts to or loss of water features due to the restoration and enhancement activities, but it will be a temporary disturbance of 246,950 square feet.
It's,
Temporary.
it's crazy, like they have a map and they literally show like, this plant is going right here. Like this plant's going right here.
Right,
They have deadfall trees that they're actually bringing in,
Right.
place them in the water, so like turtles and stuff have access to them.
Right.
And I'm like, that's why this document's 284 pages.
and every little detail.
And it's still missing information according to the Department of
Yeah.
State.
According to the department, why are you creating a new depression when you have, there's already 2 there?
Right.
And I think from what I understand, if it's deep enough, then the cattails won't fill in. You know, it's a beautiful place, but it's, you know, it's.
And it really seemed like it was because of cattails.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, it's because.
yeah, you like cattails get out of things. The Native Americans used to eat them.
And then
And
there's,
others are actually good.
well, that's true anywhere, when the invasives come in, then the native plants can't.
And that's kind of what's happening out in Braddock's Bay, with large sections of the cattail breaking off and washing everything out. And, now it's water chestnut plants that are invasive out there. But, yeah. All right, thank you very much. Is there anything else,
Yes,
ladies?
there is.
Okay,
I have one more thing.
bring it on.
Do we want to purchase trees for the campus of town, like we have done for the last couple of years?
Of course.
Cheryl was kind enough to look up what we have in our budget, and I know we need some money left over for people who wanna go to training, but we, right now, we really haven't really make it. Last year we spent, I looked it up, $760 on trees last year.
So we get 5 last year.
We got 8 trees last
We
year.
got 8 trees last year. You did good. We hit sale day.
So, I will make a motion, but I don't know if you agree.
Bigger
I'll
than
make-
trees? What's that? Are they big trees? Okay.
No, they're 2-inch caliper trees, or 1.5 to 2-inch caliper trees.
Like 6 foot tall?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
And we drop them off to town, they water them, and they take them out, they take back home,
and
plant
I
on.
already contacted the highway department, and they said yes, they would be happy to plant some more trees.
Do these come from Loving County?
We bought them at Smoothes.
There is,
Oh,
For the last couple of years before that, before they closed, we bought some at Salmon Creek Nursery. I also just looked at some at Food Nursery, which is on Lebanon Road, it's very unique nursery. I actually took on the phone, I took pictures of the tags and a bunch of them. And they have 20% off their trees, so we can decide, where we want to
yeah,
shop.
we always hit Sarah's at the end of the year, we were 20%
Yeah,
off.
yeah. And we do, it is, we don't have to pay tax because we're a tax exempt.
Right.
So I'll make a motion that we spend some money to buy some trees to plant on the town campus.
Okay, it's been moved that we, buy some trees for Hamlin, so I can get a second.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded that we, buy some trees this year with whatever leftover monies we have.
Anybody else want to
I
comment?
don't think we should spend all the money.
Oh, no.
No.
So, yeah, do you want to set a limit of like $750?
Yeah.
Similar to what we spent last
I
year?
don't, how much does it cost? I mean, because he wants to go to, we need money for training, some people need to go. Let's just,
Well, let's just say it's, people want to go, let's just say it was $75, which a lot of times they're free, at no charge.
Yeah.
$75.
And I'm guessing
Right.
the town will put them in the ground, they need to go in the ground in like the next month.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They gotta go in
Steve-
before frost.
Steve dropped him off at the highway
Yeah.
department and they planted. That's why I contacted highway superintendent.
Or can we amend it to say to spend not more than $750?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
I
okay
appreciate
with that.
that. And you will
Okay.
too, when you take classes.
It's been moved and seconded that we buy trees not to exceed $750 for the trees. All in favor? Aye. Aye. So carried.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All I have to do is find the time and the place and the date.
Do we have stipulations then? The exact date?
Well, we
Yeah,
use,
be native.
we only buy Native American.
We try to, if you go to the nursery, they do say, right, no, we take them saying they're old. We don't do fruit trees or anything like that. Nathan, Dave Walsh and I got tulip trees from Salmon Creek, and those are the ones that, they were damaged. Remember they planted them near the playground and they
Yeah,
don't. they don't know
one of the things that happened with the town of Chili is they bought thousands of dollars worth of trees, and the summer help went out with their weed whackers and girdled every single one of them and killed every single tree. And so now, when they buy a tree, they put a trunk guard on it. So, because kids don't know. All right,
I'm sure you, sycamore, sugar maple, figure black gum tree.
like no, yeah.
Maybe I have a receipt from the year before.
I'd like if they could get some chestnut trees.
And the twigs, I saw one that was some type of an elm tree that says it's
Yeah.
not, it's resistant
Bring
to,
back,
it's resistant to, blight. There was a mix-up last year, and I hope that there's no hard feelings, but I didn't notice, I took a picture of the bill before I left, and I didn't notice until I got home they had the wrong zip code. So I called them and told them, but I didn't think it had to be. And the town never got the receipt until like November, and I think they were like expecting the money to come in again, and we haven't gotten the bill.
Some calls in, okay, you want to, so the bills are going out somewhere else. They didn't return, like.
It's a long zip code, it takes a long time to get
Yeah,
that correct.
yeah.
So it was many months before we paid our bill, and I hope that's not a, I mean, it was just a mistake, and
Just hungry for my part.
yeah,
And I could even, they asked me if I wanted the bill or if I wanted to mail it, and I said,
Yeah.
just go ahead and mail it, because that's what we did in the past. But now maybe I'll just say, give me the bill and I'll just go deliver it.
alrighty,
So we just need to be in touch, and whoever wants
Yeah.
to, is available, you've got your pickup truck.
Yep.
You might do
Woo.
it. So we'll start with Sarah.
Yep.
I've worked with them in the past, but we'll see what happens, but we'll have a worksheet.
well, that don't mean you can't, use a couple different fires. Woo-hoo.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adjourn this meeting for tonight. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the crowd goes wild. Mr. Bob, do you have any business for us?
Are we still on?
No.
Was it Scheffner with me?
Yes.
Okay, I will secretly take my pocket and to.
Bye, take care.
See you later.
How are those kiddos doing? That they like going back to school?
We're all tired.
Oh, yeah.
I have a few on me.
Yeah, well, that's good.